So it's Sunderland versus Wycombe Wanderers Saturday at the Stadium of Light, and it's one massive test for the lads, and especially Callum Doyle, with Kerion Neal up top, one of, if not the strongest strikers in all football. Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. So just before we get into it, can you comment below your score predictions and who you think's going to score, and if you get it right, I'll mention you in the next match preview at the end. Also, if you want to become a channel member quickly, the link is in the description. And don't forget to smash the shit out of the like button, and also subscribe if you haven't. Right, let's get on with it. Right, so Wycombe Wanderers, listen to this stat. They have not been beaten since April the 24th, and that was in the Championship against Cardiff. And in the league, in 4 games, they're currently sitting in second. Like I was saying before, they're unbeaten. And in the last game, they beat Lincoln. They've also picked up wins. They beat Cheltenham, and they've also beat Accrington Stanley. They're also through to the next round of the Cup, just like Sunderland. I'm not sure if Newcastle won. Obviously not, they got beat. Jokes aside, Wycombe Wanderers are through to the next round. They beat Stevenage on penalties to get through to the next round. Sunderland in the next round are taking on fucking Wigan. Well, Kerion Neal, he's 39 years old. He's a fellow YouTuber as well, believe it or not. And he's probably one of the oldest strikers in the league, but I think he is. But he's taken on the youngest centre-back in the division, in Callum Doyle, 17-year-old. I'm sure he's the youngest. Cannot see anybody else being younger. Kerion Neal, in 661 games, he scored 201 goals. But the majority of them have come from when he's been playing at Wycombe Wanderers, obviously. 185 games for them, getting 47 goals. It's going to be a very tough test for Lee Johnson's new team, and to see if his new system is going to work against a team that is fighting. I think they'll be fighting for promotion, let's be honest. In our last game, we showed grit and determination, in my opinion, against the Championship team, Blackpool. I know they played a weakened team, but they did bring on Yates near the end, and Sunderland managed to pull through and win 3-2. In the last game, like I was saying with Blackpool, Sunderland went down really early on, 9 minutes. We went down 1-0, and the team of old would have lost that game. 100% would have lost that game. And this team showed a lot of fight. Like I say, the youth and experience does help, and there was a lot of changes from our normal starting 11. And like I was saying, we went down 1-0, then we quickly got back into the game, showed a lot of fight we did, and we quickly got back into the game 1-1. Not only that, we went on to lead the game 2-1. When Blackpool pulled it back to 2-2, I thought, oh no, especially when I seen Yates come on, thought, oh no, Blackpool bringing on the firepower, looking to get the 3rd goal. But no, Sunderland, with this new system, the new way of thinking, the new way of playing, went on to win that game 3-1 with an Aidan O'Brien hat-trick. And I just feel as if now this Sunderland team is totally different of years. I think now this is our year, this is our chance. And it's starting to work, and I think a lot of Sunderland supporters are starting to understand and believe in Lee Johnson's way of thinking. So with that being said, everybody, this is my lineup. I've gone for, it was a to and throw, but I'm going for Patterson. Since he's come in and Lee Burge picked up his injury, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He really hasn't. His distribution has been class as well. So for me, Patterson's our number 1 for now. At right back, this is it's crazy. It's similar to the Luke O'Nien situation when Luke O'Nien got put in at right back, and he nailed that right back position because he was that good. That's where he played, and I think Winchester's done the same. That's his position to lose. I feel as if he's done that much of a good job, and he's scored from that position. I really feel as if he's nailing that one down, and it's going to be hard for Huggins to get him out of that right back spot. So it's centre half, new and improved Flanagan. Tom Flanagan, you know, he's come on leaps and bounds this season for me, considering how bad he was last season. And I think that's got to do with all the youth that's come into the team, and they're showing a load of energy and vibrance, and it's rubbing off on the older players and the more experienced players. And that's how I think Flanagan's improved a lot. And obviously, the man mountain alongside Flanagan, Callum Doyle. But I'll have Doyle as the left side and Flanagan at the right side. At left back, Kirkin. In the middle, Luke O'Nien, alongside, obviously, the baller, Dan Neal. That pass what he made for O'Brien, it was amazing. But you've got to understand, if you look back, look at O'Brien's run as well. Here he peels off the defender. He comes across, keeps his cell onside, and the pass was, it was a piercing pass. Split the defence in half, and all he had to do is beat the keeper, and he did. So just in front of them, I'm going to go on Elliot Embleton. I didn't want to see him in a 2. I'd rather him see him further up the pitch, because that's where he's at his most deadliest. I've said this before. So on the left-hand side, it's got to be McGeady. But you know, I want McGeady to stay out wide. Didn't be coming deep and central like he has been in recent games, because that's how I think he's been getting caught in possession a lot. And I prefer him to be right out wide on the wing. I didn't think he's getting old and he's past it. I just think he needs to be further out wide and stay out wide. Up top, the Loch Ness Monster himself, Ross Stewart, our #1 striker for me. This one, I was to and thrown simply because Aidan O'Brien scored a hat-trick in the last game, and Gooch hasn't had the best starts to the season. But I'm still going to go with Lyndon Gooch. If he doesn't, he needs to understand when to lay the ball off and didn't overcomplicate things and didn't be greedy and keep hold of the ball and try and beat 1, 2, 3, 4 players. Try and use the overlap a little bit more, and I think he would have a better game. And O'Brien, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Listen, I was seeing it on my live stream, and then I watched Lee Johnson's interview straight after the game, and he literally said, within the first minute, word for word, what I said on my live stream, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. A lot of these goals, Charlie White's goals, came because of Aidan O'Brien's work, pulling the defenders away from the back line and pulling them out, and Charlie White was able to get more goals because of O'Brien, and I feel as if he hasn't been getting enough credit. And I'm out of the moon he got his 3 goals. That's why I'm 2 and 4 between him and Gooch. I'd like to see O'Brien sometime in the game against Wycombe Wanderers. Maybe about 60 minutes if Gooch is having a poor game. Bring him on, but bring him on where he's got plenty of time to make an impact on the game. And I feel he will. So that's it, everybody. That's a nice quick match preview. Remember to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I'll be doing a match vlog of the day, and it'll be up about 7 o'clock or something like that. See you then.